Hey everybody, hope you are doing alright. Alright now. So, like, relationships, man. What does that word mean? Relationships. So that there needs to be relation. What's the relation? What's the reason for people to be involved with each other? And that relation, as 13 others have said, can turn into a ship that you guys share and travel together. What is the nature of each other, of the relationship? I mean, we have relationships with everything we do. Everything is an exchange. I'm having a relationship with the phone I'm talking to. I have a relationship with the bed I'm sitting on, and Little Bear a few feet in front of me, and the computer next to me, and my notes and paper right here. The clothes I'm wearing are all essentially a relationship because I'm the relation I have is I use the bed to sleep on, the computer to work with, and the phone to talk to and to look at. And Little Bear is a companion of mine that I've taken into my life and help out as well as I can. And he helps in his ways, and it's all based on different levels of ability of connection and disconnect, for that matter. And how well and where everybody is determines how well they line up with each other. Humanity is in a bad relationship with itself and with the ethers, what it means to be human, and with the planet. This is why things are in a bad way. We built this badness. We continue to live lives that go against what it means, that go against our well-being. We live lives that go against our well-being. We pay for lives. We sweat. We shed blood. We burn muscle, calories, fat, create muscle in the servitude of a system that goes against our well-being. Meanwhile, people thinking they're doing the right thing. Excuse me. Getting a little off topic here. Relationships. So for me, I don't. I. This is where I sabotage myself, and I apologize because it can hurt others. Because I get lonely, and because I get needy, and this and that, I will let go of my standards, my integrity essentially, and open myself up to trying to connect with people, even though I'm not feeling it, even though, because it's like when somebody expresses like the things that I've expressed and the way that I've expressed them, and there's people out there that I think might care about me, and when that expression is expressed and put out there, and nobody cares, that tells me the type of relationship that y'all. I mean, it tells me you guys care very little. You guys don't care for me. That's what that tells me. I don't want it to, but that's the truth. Because if you did, you wouldn't just sit back and do nothing. I'm tired of excuses. There's no excuse. That is the truth. If you really cared, you'd be there. There's just no way about it, man. Trying to use people for your own selfish means is not caring. Looking at people for what you can get out of them is not caring. That's manipulating, that's using, that's exploitating, that's being evil. It breaks my heart because this whole plane is fucking doomed because of that right there, that lack of wanting to care. And it now extends to every single person in my life everybody's chosen not to care about me. And I don't give a fuck if people think it's just some pity party I'm perpetuating. That's my truth. But there's good reason for it. It's because humanity has completely lost its fucking way. Everybody else cares about their own selfish needs and desires, and I'm the one dude that's like, no, like that's wrong. That's not what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to go the other way. So I keep pushing the other way, but at the same time, because nobody else is doing the other way, I'm completely alone. So it's a lonely existence. It's a hard existence. There's a lot of resistance to go against the flow of everything. That's exactly what I've been doing. So on one hand, you have all these chicks out here that, because I'm not playing the game that they've played, I'm different, and that difference is something they're attracted to because it's different than any other man they've ever fucking been around, probably. So for them, it's like I'm like this exciting. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here because there's been a number of females that have shown strange signs of interests, but yet they've never cared. And it's like I'm a dude. Like y'all have no clue how close I've come to actually slitting my wrists. And it's to know that and to express that and to still feel like there's chicks that have shown some signs of maybe caring, but then they don't ever come through. It leaves one in a state of profound confusion and distress and demoralization and pain. And it's just, but a lot of that's because I'm choosing to like open up and see what's out there. And I've done that many a times, and every time nothing comes through. So it's my own dumbass fault for continuing to open my heart up to a bunch of people that don't care about heart. So now, like this thing with Jennifer Aniston, I actually like, honestly, like, and this is where she fucked up because I started this whole thing off with, I thought there was a video I saw of her where she was doing something with kids, and it made the video to me appeared like she cared about helping kids. Okay, that was the main reason why I was like, okay, I'll give Jennifer Aniston a shot. Like honestly, she came on to me. Like I wasn't just like, oh, I've had this Jennifer Aniston fantasy for years and years and years and years. No, like I thought she was all right on Friends, but I'm honestly not a big fan of her movies. I mean, I think she's a human being. I think there's a lot there that she has not shown yet. So who she really is, I am interested in. But what she has chosen to share, to me, has not been that interesting. I mean, the morning show, she had some good things that she's trying to, open up and go against the system and be herself. I like that, but it still really ain't my cup of tea. Like, I appreciate the message, but I'm different. I'm very gritty. I'm very down to earth. I'm very soul centered. Like the whole Gucci, like having millions of dollars and letting kids starve to death, that's very unattractive to me. These are things that I've known about her that I've still like been willing to compromise with, even though they are a huge unattraction. Like they are things that repel my wanting to be with her. But because I thought she was willing to learn and truly cared about wanting to help me and saving the world and help the kids and all this and that, I thought that there was a way we could compromise and make these things work. A relationship. That was the relationship I thought that we could relate on. I was like, well, if she really does care about helping kids and the planet and all this and that, then that relation that we can get that ability to relate to each other because it's a common passion that we both have, I thought could help build our relationship. But as it turns out, I don't think she really cares that much about helping the kids and the planet all that much. If she did, I find it hard to believe why she wouldn't even just to help me with the project or just to talk about somebody who also has a shared passion in this. Like, why wouldn't you even want to just do that? But she hasn't even done that, and on top of that, still to be this close to actually doing something, and for them still not to give a fuck, to me is it just tells me where they really are, and it's not in a place that is really caring about others. It's a place where they're caring about themselves, and I think unfortunately she used that as a way to lure me in to her, when in actuality she didn't really give a fuck about helping the kids or saving the planet. She really just wanted me. So because of that, it's left me in a place to where they're really, in regards to love, I'm really to have a truly genuinely loving relationship. You guys have to be the ones that, because if I were to ever see any of you guys going through something to where you're like, I'm gonna kill myself, like I'm like, I would have been there immediately for anybody, not even like for anybody, not just these chicks that I've had interests in, but for any man, for anybody that's going through something like that, I'd be there in a heartbeat. So it's like, not only are people just not choosing to care for me as a human being, but even these people that are supposedly had attractions for me still can't even just be there for another human being in a hard moment. So that right there is very important to me. That's like the most important thing to me is caring for other people. We all have this ability within us, but like any ability, if you don't use it, you lose it. So we need to start using our hearts, and it's literally just caring for other humans and things, not just humans, everything. As I said, you do have a relationship with everything you're around all the time. So I can choose to love my bed. I can choose to love the shirts, the clothes, everything I'm around and doing. I can choose to project and care for it more. And the more I do that, the more I'm really caring for myself, because I am an extension of everything. This is also why us neglecting the kids symbolically, etherically, is tells us that we're not caring about ourselves, really. Like the most in it, because what are children? They're innocent, they're pure, they're young, they're youthful. So us neglecting them is us neglecting youth, innocence, children. That energy that is it of a child, we're neglecting, telling it that, which is a part of us, which is where we come from. So that part in our upbringing is being neglected, as well as the adult and the adolescence. So this whole saving the world and then focusing on the most dire problems first, it's more than just like, hey, it's a good charity thing to do. It's literally the lesson we have to learn. There is no way around it. It's literally a drug addict who's continuing to consume drugs, trying to figure out other ways to solve his problem when he knows he needs to quit doing drugs. Like, that is the lesson. There is no way you can try to mix it up and turn it into something else as much as you fucking want to, but that is the problem that stands most dire. And there's no change in that until it changes, until we change it, or until something happens to us that puts us in a place to where we have to go through more pain in order to learn the lesson again, which I'm hoping is not going to happen. But until we start learning, that's what's got to happen. So it's like this thing with Jennifer Aniston. It's like, because you guys have not cared, like, that sacredness that I seek is no longer there. And it's like, I've put my number out there. I've done multiple things over the years to try to connect with all y'all. And you guys can't even fucking reach out once, except for Colette. But then the thing that separated me and Colette was her not caring. It was that simple. It was she doesn't think that she should have to care about helping the person she's with. Like, that's what separated us, is that we disagreed on that, on her not wanting to help me with my whatever I got going on in my life. Like, that desire for me to want to kill myself, she didn't want to help me with that. So I was like, wow, okay, I'm not going to be able to keep talking to you. Like, this is why you guys are stuck on a way of relating with each other that's all about base, primal instincts, really, about money, fucking, attraction, power. Like, these are base, and like, there's nothing really benevolent or advanced, truly advanced in thinking like that. That's very primal. That's very non-creative. It's all about destruction and just the seeking to dominate others and to reclaim what's yours and to satisfy your own selfish desires. That's all it is. And we glorify it like it's the best thing in the world. It's disgusting. It literally takes away from the best thing of the world, and we glorify it like it is the best thing of the world. And that's the exact equation they want you all doing. That's what most people are doing. So, until we start coming from the heart, this is where we're at. And until I start feeling people coming from the heart, I would be enabling bad behavior. So even though I'm lonely, I would be fucking myself and y'all up, because the premise of our relationship, if it isn't agreed upon that it's about the heart, then that leaves room for it to stray in all these evil, fucked up ways. And because you guys have chosen not to be there in the past, I'd be enabling you to think that that's okay to keep on doing that when it's not at all okay. And a lot of y'all are supposed to be the people in the spiritual community. So these are lessons. Compassionate is, it's well known, that's like it's one of the highest levels of states of being that one can exist in. And you guys have shown like no compassion. That's for somebody that you've been seeing for years online, let alone for kids that are starving to death. So it's a big deal. And until we start learning these things and changing our ways, we're going to continue perpetuating this pain for ourselves. So if Jennifer Aniston needs help in trying to turn from a way that's a life that's about what appears to be money, fame, beauty, like glitz, Gucci, she wants to turn away from that and start connecting to the heart and start living a life that's the heart is the guide, love is the guide, I'm here for anybody. But that has to be the agreement that that's what I want, and I'm not going to settle for anything less, because that's for both of our good sake. To settle for less is to sell yourself out, and I'm not doing it. So I hope you guys change. I do. I really do. But until you guys make that choice, there's really nowhere else for me to go other than to be there for you guys to help you when you make that choice. But I can't keep enabling bad behavior. So, alright, I love y'all. Peace.